What is up, Yu-Gi-Oh fans? I'm of course the Joker, and since today is Friday, I just want to bring you a quick little helpful tip video. You know, Friday is the fun day, it's the random day, anything can happen. It could be duel videos, it could be deck profiles, it could be these tip videos. Really anything that you guys want to see, or I think that you guys need to see, that would help you the most. So today's video is, as it titled, the whole Into the Void argument. And the reason I'm doing this is because lately I've been dueling a lot of times on Dueling Book, and so many people, every time I use this card, have tried to rule shark me. If you don't know what this card is, it's right here, Into the Void. I have 3 of them, so it's really nice. And Into the Void is absolutely amazing. When you have 3 cards in your hand, you get to activate it, and you draw another card. The only downside of this is you do send your entire hand to the graveyard, but that's not what I'm going to be talking about. What I want to be talking about is the argument that a lot of people are having with me over this card. I, of course, stay calm. I'm just the Joker. I'm trying to help everyone out. I don't like arguing, because when you start arguing with someone on Dueling Book, or you start arguing with the admins, it's not going to help you. Honestly, you're probably going to either get them saying you're the worst person ever, or you're going to get blocked because the admin will literally ban you if you keep on using that kind of terminology and all that. So the best way to sort a problem like that is to just be calm, positive, and explain yourself. So what I want to be talking about is the argument that so many people have with me with this card. And that is, when you have 3 cards in your hand. So I'm just showing these 3 cards because I want to show the play set off as well. But when I have these 3 in my hand, right? I activate Into the Void. Now, by the time when I activate this, I had 3 cards in my hand, so it does count itself. But so many people will go, no, that doesn't work, because I now currently have 2 cards in my hand. This card no longer works, although it counts itself. And if you want proof, I will be showing a duel video. It's just a clip out of one of the duels I was in, where the admin actually backs me up, helps me out, and I'm really grateful that he was able to come into the duel so quickly, so we were able to resolve it. So there is actually proof that the way I have been using it is correct, and that's what I want to show all of you, because I do know some people out there might also be getting rule sharks because of this, and I don't want you to have to face all that. If you actually do get rule sharks with this, what I want you guys to just be able to do is send them this video, say, skip to this part where I'll be showing the duel, of course, and this is where the admin backs me up. That is why I'm doing this video, because I want to help all of you out. I don't want people getting rule sharked, I just want people to enjoy the game. So that's what I'm going to be showing you right now, and I really hope you do enjoy it, and you learn this is how the card works, this is how you can use it, and if you've been using it this way and people have been trying to rule shark you, you haven't been using it wrong, you've been using it correctly. So that's what I want to show you right now. Okay, so here we have the duel. I just took the clip it out that really matters from the duel that I was dueling with someone, that actually is about calling the admin and all that about the Into the Void, which I really wanted to show you guys. As I said, this is proof that you can just send to someone that is trying to rule shark you, tell them to skip to this exact part in the video if need be, and this will just, you know, end the argument, hopefully, because you don't need to wait for a judge if you've already got a judge on some other video that has clarified it, which I'm about to show you. So with this, of course, I'm at like 1006. I'm a ridiculous attack, and he of course attacks me directly with BLS. That doesn't really matter, that's not the main part in this thing. The main thing is I've now got 3 cards in my hand, and of course one of them is Into the Void. So I'm pausing it right here because I really wanted to show you guys that right now I have Into the Void, and I've been able to get the 3 cards including itself. So this is where a lot of people might try to rule shark you, because as soon as you activate it, you know, you draw that card. At this point, I was lucky enough to draw a Dark Hole. So I, of course, activate it, going, you know, it bombs the entire field. And at this point, he goes, hey. So I'm like, hey, what? So, and I actually paused it because I knew exactly what was going to happen. And I was waiting on this guy for quite some time. So I paused it for a little bit, just going to cut to this exact point where it actually matters. And I said, because I've had myself rule sharked a few times by people trying to do this to me, which it's fair enough. You know, some people are going to rule shark. Not everyone's going to be like completely accepting. It's going to happen. But the main thing, as I said, is you stay calm, you stay positive, and you just enjoy the game and explain yourself. So of course that's what I do. I say Into the Void counts self. He goes, no, if it's being activated in the spell and trap card zone, you have 2 in your hand. Exclamation mark, exclamation. I'm not going to say all those exclamation marks. I don't even know what he's shouting. Exactly. So at this point, he actually calls the judge. And once again, I am going to pause this video because sometimes the judge can take 5 or 10 minutes, and I didn't want to record a blank screen if I was ever going to put this up, which, because of how this turned out, and I actually really wanted to show you guys, of course, I had to just, pause it so that it wasn't going to be a ridiculous long recording. At this point, I was dueling this guy, and just a really long recording because I just record all my duels, even if I don't put them up. Not all of them matter. I just put up the ones that I like the most. And this one I really want to save for you guys for the whole, the Into the Void argument. So, of course, I'd say before the judge even comes to this guy, when you activate it, you have 3, ergo, it works. I've done this so many times. And as I said, I did pause the clip, so this is where it's going to cut a little bit. Just going to show you right now, that's all the comments. And this is where it's going to cut because right here, as you can see, I did pause it. And this is where the judge comes in. He, of course, goes, hey, and Phoenix is the first one to comment. He used it into Void 2 cards in hand. So I, of course, explain myself, being nice. That's all you have to do with these judges. You have to be nice. You can't swear at them. You can't be rude because they're not going to help you if you act like that. And of course, I'm a nice person. I try to be a nice person, so I'm not going to act like that. So I explained to the judge, hey, judge, so had 3 in hand, including Into the Void activated. Instantly, Phoenix is going, no. I'm like, I don't know why in my head, but and judge literally instantly backs me up. He had 3 in his hand before activating it from hand, so it's legal. And at this point, I thought it was literally over. So, if anyone is arguing with you, you could just send them this and be like, bam, there is a judge saying that's how you can activate Into the Void. But, it actually kept on going from this point on, and the judge backed me up even more, which is what I'm going to show you right now. I said thanks, which is really great. I was really happy. And, he then says again, he activated and had 2 cards in hand, not 3. I said I had 3, including Into the Void. And once again, the judge says pretty much the exact same thing. He had 3 cards in hand prior to placing it on the field, so activation is legal. And Phoenix, this is the one thing, as I said, the one thing you don't want to do with these judges is argue with them. You don't want to be rude to them. I mean, this guy was not being completely rude as some other people can be, but still arguing with someone and saying you're wrong like he did is probably not the smartest thing to do, but it is all self-choice. I'm not calling this guy out to be mean or anything. I'm just trying to do a helpful video, which is what I'm all about. So he goes, you're wrong. And at this point, I'm like, thank you, judge. Shall we continue Phoenix Dark Hole? Because, I activated Dark Hole to wipe his field, so I didn't have to deal with that BLS. So at this point, I did pause it once again, because he was taking a while, and I noticed that some people were actually watching. So I decided to comment to the watchers, hey watchers, so activate Into the Void. It was the 3rd card in my hand, is that allowed? Sadly, the watchers did not respond, which was a little bit of a letdown to me because if they responded, then I've got more people that are backing me up, which is even better. But as long as I've got the judge, that's all that really matters most of the time because that's the person that gets the final decision. So, the Phoenix goes, and this is the argument that a lot of people might do to you, but if it is in spell/trap zone, he has 2 in hand upon activation, therefore he would need 4 cards. And this is where I got a little bit confused, like, you would need 4 cards including itself, but it's like, no, it's like, well, so you're telling me I would have to have 4 cards including itself, then activate it when you've got 3 more, but it's like, no, that's not how this card works, of course. It's just a lot better than that, as I've said before. So Judge, of course, backs me up. He keeps on backing me up. This guy is absolutely amazing. I'm so happy that he was quickly responding, that he was easily able to come into the door and help us both out, and that I can just show you guys this and hopefully help all of you that is getting rule sharked by people that are trying to stop you from the whole Into the Void plays. So the judge goes, well, would you like 1 minute to find a source or request a second opinion? Now, of course, Phoenix goes yes. Most people will go yes. Resource judge goes, which one? At this point, I actually eventually look up, how many judges do we actually have on? And he is the only one on. He's the only one that was actually able to quickly come to the thing. So Phoenix, of course, would have to look up a particular door. And of course, as I said, lol, you're the only admin on. And of course, he realizes his mistake. He realizes that the judge and I have been trying to be nice. Of course, that's what we're trying to do. We both helped him out. And there it is, the whole dark hole. So that's the resolution of that. That's how it works. You can use Into the Void as it's the third card in your hand. So if anyone tries to tell you, no, you cannot do that, just send a link of this video to them. Tell them to skip to about the 4-minute mark, if anything. I can't remember the exact number where this would all happen, but just tell them to skip to that exact point, and hopefully your duel would be resolved and you can just carry on gaming. Now, I really hope this video helped you all out. If you are getting rule sharked or you have been rule sharked by anything in particular and really need some help, comment down below. I'll be happy to help you. I'll try to find, anyone that does the same thing. This is just stumbling upon, so it's not even on purpose. But if by chance I am recording at that point in time and the person does that exact thing, I'm going to be calling admin. I'm going to be making the video, just helping you all out, so not everyone has to wait like 5, 10, or 20 minutes waiting for an admin in case they're extremely busy, which is fair because a lot of them can be extremely busy. But so that you don't have to wait, I'm just going to be putting up some of these videos. If you really need them, just comment down below what kind of problems you guys have, and I'll be happy to help you, as I'm the Joker and that's what I'm here to do. Till next time though, Yu-Gi-Oh fans, that is it for the Joker.